here we have a 2018 68 plate Audi Q7 3-litre TDI VORSPRUNG edition. Now with this vehicle you get 4 superb unscratched, unmarked 22-inch alloy wheels. Now they are the SQ7 style alloy wheels. Now we do have the Matrix LED headlights as well as the grey front grille with the contrasting chrome front badge. Now you do get lots of optional extras on this vehicle. Some include the Panoramic sunroof, which is currently open, the side steps on either side of this vehicle. Now you do get the blacked out styling, so you do get the black window trim with the privacy glass on the rear. You also get the black wing mirrors. Now you do get front and rear parking sensors with 360-degree cameras, so you got one just above the rear number plate, 2 underneath the wing mirrors and 1 in the front grille. Now you do also get your dual exhaust flush in the rear bumper and also the rear diffuser. Now if you touch of a button, you do have a power assisted rear tailgate. Now it rails your boot. Now you do have your 3 rows of seats on this vehicle. Now I have just got lowered the boot cover so I could show you the rear seat. Now they are electrically adjusted. So if I touch the buttons just here, so if I hold the buttons just there, and then the seat will then lower. And as you can see, work exactly how you would expect it to. Now when they are flat, you do have a nice spacious size boot. Now to raise them again, you just simply press those buttons, hold them down, and then they'll go back up again. I'm going to leave them flat. Now I do have the tow bar which folds out. You can also lower the car. So if you're putting stuff into the rear and it is a bit too high, the rear of the car will then actually lower down, so it makes it easier to put stuff into the back. Now with this vehicle you do get the suede headlining, which is a very nice addition to have. Now the boot is also power assisted back down again. Now this vehicle is free from any major marks, dents or scratches, and rear does look superb from every angle. Now if we go to the rear, I'll show you bits of the interior of this car. Now as you can see, we do have the full leather throughout, which is grey, with the diamond stitching, ISOFIX points. You also have a pull down centre armrest just there. Now that reveals a nice size cup holder. Behind the driver and the passenger seat you do also have the storage net. You also have the blinds on this vehicle. So you have the ones on the rear windows and you also have the one on the rear. Now to lower it, simply just do that and then the hook back up there. Now the left hand seat and then the right hand seat are also heated in the rear. You have your climate control just down here and you can just touch those buttons to turn the heated seats on with 2 12-volt connectivities. Now on the doors you do get your electric windows with a bit of storage just in there. You also have your grey suede and your grey leather with your white stitching and your integrated premium Bose sound system. Going to the front, there's a look at the driver's front seat. Now the driver and the passenger are also heated electric and memory, and are very, very comfortable indeed. Now again you do have the white diamond stitching with the S line just stitched in up there. Now on the doors again you do have the suede and your leather trim. You also have your gloss black trim and also your gloss wood trim, which is a very nice addition. Now you do have your electric windows with child lock. You also have your heated electric power folding mirrors. You have your tailgate release button just there as well. Jumping inside the car and looking just down there, you have your auto lights. You also have your heads up display. Foot on the brake, you do have keyless start from a touch of a button. Now you can see the orange lights just there that we just lit up. Now there is your blind spot assist. Now you do have your multifunction steering wheel just there as well, with paddle shift just on the rear if we take the car into manual mode. So just those buttons just there. Now, as you can see, we do have your virtual cockpit, and just up there you have your heads up display. Now you do have your adaptive cruise control and speed limiter. Now that keeps you a safe distance from the vehicle in front of you, and you can also change the distance just there. You have your lane keeping assist on the end of the indicator stalk. Now you do have the virtual cockpit, so you can go through all the different settings just there, and you can also press review and it changes the look of it. It's entirely up to your preferences. I like to keep it on the big screen. Now as you can see, this vehicle is free from any warning lights on the dashboard and has covered just over 73,830 miles. Now coming to the centre screen, you can find the satellite navigation. You can also find your Bluetooth phone connectivity, your DAB radio, and also your media sources. So you can have via Bluetooth or AUX or USB. Now if I pop the car into reverse, you can see the 360-degree cameras. Now ignore that shutter, the flicker, that is just the rolling shutter on the phone. If I go a bit closer, it will then start to dim it down. There's nothing wrong with the car, it's simply just the phone I'm recording on. Now you do have your different views, so you do have your corner view rear, your rear view, your overhead view, your front view, and also your front corner view. And whenever you're in the corner views or the front or rear view, you have the heads up bird's eye view just on the right hand side. And I'll pop that back into park. Now if I press that button just there, you do also have your parking assist, so it actually parks the vehicle for you, which is a very nice addition to have on this vehicle. Now if I press home and go into menu and go up to car, you can see we do have different drive modes. So you do have lift and off-road, all-road, efficiency, comfort, auto, dynamic and individual. Now on the right hand corner you do see you do have the air suspension. Now you can raise and lower it, so when you put it into lift and off-road, obviously it will lift and go to its highest setting to make sure you do have the most ground clearance possible. Now when it's in dynamic, it's then at its lowest. Now when driving along on the road, it is a very smooth driving car thanks to the air suspension. Now going back and go down to Audi smartphone interface, you can find Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Now just plug your USB into your phone and then it will then start to connect. Now going back off there, you have your Audi Connect, map, navigation, telephone, media, radio, sound, and back to car. Coming down here, you do have your drive mode select, so you can simply press that button just there and it'll go straight to that. Or you can press the button just there and it'll change the driver mode. And now you can set up that button so it does whatever you want. And now it's currently set up to the driver mode, so if I press it, and then it goes straight to the driver mode. You have your stop start on and off, so it's your traction control on and off, your parking assist, your parking sensors, downhill ascent assist. Now if you press that button, the screen then turns off and goes completely out of sight. So entirely to your preferences, whether you have it that up or down. The radio and your media still does work with that down. Now you do have 4-zone climate control on this vehicle, as you can see just there, 4-zone, with 2 heated front seats as well as the left and on the right hand seat. Now they all work exactly how you would expect them to. Nice heated seats for those cold winter mornings. Then obviously the climate control, as you can see, works exactly how you would expect it to. Pop this open just down here, 12-volt connectivity with storage, your gloss black and also your gloss wood trim. Now all around this vehicle, you can't really see it very well because it is quite bright, so you do have the ambient lighting, which is a very nice addition to have. Now I can change the colour of that in car. If you go to vehicle settings and go to background lighting, you do have all those different colours to choose from. I like to keep it in impulse red, as you can see just there. Very nice addition to have on this vehicle. Now you do have your electric parking brake with auto hold. This is what you use to control everything that happens on your screen. So you also have your touchpad just there, and also your other settings there as well. Storage just in here. Soft touch leather armrest, which can be moved forwards and back, and also elevated to suit your driving position. Pop it open, you do have storage. You also have your wireless charging, 2 USB ports, and also aux. Now there's a look at the passengers' full leather front seat with the white diamond stitching. Now both driver and passenger, you do have the extended fire support function there as well on the side. Now this vehicle is available to take away today with free contactless nationwide next day delivery. It's HPI clear, comes with a fresh service, new MOT, and we do offer competitive low finance. And there's a quick look at the panoramic sunroof, which is currently closing. Now to close that, you simply just press that button, then to close the blind, simply press that button just there. Now just before I finish off this video, I'll wait till this does its full cycle, so you know it works exactly how you would expect it to. And as you can see, it's having no issues whatsoever closing. It's closing exactly how you would expect it to. And there we go. That's it from me in this video. Thanks for watching. Video test drive of this Audi Q7 VORSPRUNG edition. Now the purpose of this video test drive, of course, is to show that the vehicle drives exactly how you would expect it to. As you can see, I'm not fighting with steering to keep it a straight line. It's going straight and true, not veering off to the left or to the right hand side. Now we do have a multifunction steering wheel, and we also have adaptive cruise control installed just below. Now to activate the cruise control, simply just press set and it'll go to nearest miles an hour. Now push up very slightly or just by 1. Push up till feel a bit of a click and it'll just turn nearest 5 miles an hour. Now the adaptive cruise control keeps you a safe distance from the vehicle in front of you. Now you can change the distance on the stalk as well by pushing up and down to go up and down to see how close and far away you want to be. Now we do have your lane keeping assist now on the end of the indicator stalk. Just press the button and you'll get a symbol on the heads-up display and also on the virtual cockpit saying that it's then activated. Now the lane keeping assist keeps you in the middle of the lane, so say you're driving on the motorway and you start to veer off to the right hand lane, it will then bring you back into the centre of your lane, keeping you nice and safe. Now like I say, we do have your heads-up display, you have your virtual cockpit, we also have your screen just in the centre with your Apple CarPlay and your Auto, DAB radio, 360-degree cameras, everything you could really want in a car. Now this vehicle does come with a lot of optional extras, so we just named a couple of them. You have the pan roof, you have your Bose premium sound system, you have your heated front seats and your heated your centre seats. So you have 3 rows in your centre row, the right hand and your left hand seat are heated. We have your blinds in the centre, so your rear window is just back there, and your rear windscreen. You have a power assisted rear tailgate. The list really does go on. Now if you want the full spec of all the optional extras, go onto our website and there'll be a list below just describing everything that this vehicle does have. Now if you're test driving this vehicle today, you'll be listening out if anyone to knocks or bangs. If you listen out during this test drive video, there hasn't been any, which is always a bonus when buying a used car. So right now I'm going up to industrials today, where I'm going to take a right, I'm going to perform a major stop and pop straight into reverse, just to show you that the brakes work exactly how you would expect them to. So pulling in now, I'll do a countdown for 3, 2, 1. Hard onto the brakes, straight into reverse, no issues whatsoever. And you can see 360-degree cameras just there on the centre screen. Now it is currently in reverse, so you do have your top down and your rear view. Pop it into drive, it then changes to your front view. Now again, if you're test driving this vehicle today, you'll be listening out for any wanted knocks or bangs. And if you can listen out during this test drive video, there hasn't been any, which is always a bonus when buying a used car. Now, if you haven't answered all of your questions and inquiries during this test drive and more on video, please feel free to get in contact with the sales team, where they can answer questions and also run through some inquiries with you. But that's it from me in this more on video test drive. Hope to hear from you soon. Cheers.